We are often told to follow our hearts, to trust that inner compass. We believe it will guide us to our truest path, to happiness and fulfillment. This pervasive myth suggests the heart is an infallible friend, a source of pure wisdom. But there is a dangerous truth, one that few dare to face. It is a truth that shatters our comforting illusions about ourselves. Your heart, left unchecked, wants what will destroy you. This is not a cynical pronouncement, but a stark reality. We cling to the notion that our heart is an inner friend, a benevolent guide, and the ultimate arbiter of truth. We assume its desires are inherently good. The untrained heart operates on a different logic. It prioritizes immediate stimulation and intense sensation above all else. It cares little for long-term growth or genuine well-being. It is drawn to what glitters, what thrills, what excites, even if that allure masks profound harm. This heart chases the rush, the dramatic peak, the fleeting high. It is not interested in the quiet work of healing. It craves the intoxicating high of emotional intensity, not the steady calm of stability. It loves the visceral feeling of being right, even if it means distorting the truth. This untrained heart is not inherently malicious. It is, instead, a product of its own brokenness, shaped by past wounds and unexamined patterns. It seeks the familiar comfort of emotional chaos, mistaking its turbulence for passion. It chases fleeting highs, believing them to be true joy. Consider the paradox of choice, a concept explored by Barry Schwartz. An abundance of options, far from liberating us, can overwhelm the emotional brain. Faced with too many paths, we often falter. Instead of choosing what is genuinely beneficial, what serves our highest good, we gravitate towards what feels most stimulating. Our emotional brain, our heart, asks only, "What excites me right now?" This impulsive question often leads us down a destructive path. Scientific research further illuminates this phenomenon, revealing the reality of emotional dopamine addiction. Our brains can become profoundly hooked on intense emotional highs. These are not always positive experiences. Intense emotional cycles, whether they stem from toxic love, explosive rage, or reckless thrills, all trigger the release of dopamine. This powerful neurotransmitter creates a potent reward signal in the brain. The heart, in its untrained state, craves this dopamine hit. This craving leads to a relentless cycle of seeking out destructive things, simply to re-experience that chemical rush. We become addicted to the very patterns and people that systematically dismantle our lives. Our heart, in its misguided pursuit of sensation, becomes our undoing. Look at the tragic brilliance of Diego Maradona. He was a footballing genius, a titan on the field, but his life off it was a disaster. He succumbed to a relentless cycle of addiction and self-destructive behaviors. Drugs, the intoxicating glare of fame, and a constant craving for risk defined his existence. His heart was driven by an insatiable need for adrenaline and chaos. It wanted the storm, not the peace. His unparalleled genius, a gift to the world, was ultimately consumed by unmastered desire. His heart led him to ruin. Consider also the poignant story of Amy Winehouse. She was a musical icon, possessing a voice that conveyed both immense power and profound pain. Yet, she clung desperately to toxic relationships and drowned herself in substance abuse. Her heart longed for love, but it was tragically unable to distinguish genuine affection from emotional addiction. Her heart craved emotional turmoil, mistaking destruction for deep connection. It sought the familiar chaos, disguised as affection, that ultimately consumed her. These lives serve as stark warnings. The untrained heart manifests its destructive desires in countless ways. It compels us to choose people who consistently hurt us, mistaking their intensity for passion. It drives us to chase fleeting distractions that leave us feeling emptier than before. It whispers desires for things that actively hinder our progress, keeping us trapped in cycles of stagnation. The heart, in its brokenness, wants the storm it has grown accustomed to. It clings to the wound it has never truly let go of. It seeks the poison that, paradoxically, offers a twisted form of comfort. This is the heart's dangerous truth. Unless we learn to challenge our heart's immediate impulses, unless we cultivate the wisdom to resist the alluring glitter of what feels good in the moment, we risk following it into an abyss. What feels right, what is intensely craved, what is passionately desired is not always safe. It is not always true. And it is certainly not always divine. The untrained heart wants the fire, drawn to its mesmerizing glow and intense heat. But it does so without understanding that this very fire will ultimately burn us down. Next time, we will confront an even more brutal truth, the profound inability to trust even oneself.